Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be splitting a little bit of firewood, and actually I've got all these logs laying here in my driveway pretty much, and the road that goes up to the barn, so I've got to get that stuff moved out of the way. But I want to keep all these logs right here separate from any other thing that I'm splitting right now. So what I'm going to do, I've got a separate little place over here behind me that I'm going to get those piled up over there, kind of have them in the staging area, so to speak. And as you can see, I've painted all the ends of these orange just to make sure that I keep track of this exact load of wood, just mainly because I'm curious of how much wood we had in our PJ dump trailer. But today, I'm not going to be able to saw this up and do that just yet. So what I'm going to do is move it over there and get it ready for once I get everything else cleared out of the way, because I have some blowdowns and stuff that I've collected, plus some stuff that actually some blowdowns from the neighbors. Let's get to it. Let's get these logs moved, and then we're going to run over here, and I've got a whole bunch of rounds ready to go, and I'm going to run them through the splitter, run them into our PJ dump trailer, hopefully start getting this stuff stacked up around here. I want to try to fill my shed up completely, which should hold, I think it holds right around 4 cords, maybe a little bit more. So I'm going to try to get it filled up first, and then I've got some areas around my sheds and stuff that I can stack up several cords in each location just to have storage for myself. And then after I get all that taken care of, then I'm going to start trying to kind of stockpile it for either the year after or possibly some stuff to sell. Now that we got that load moved out of the way, today we're actually going to come over and I'm going to split up some of this stuff that's sitting here. This actually was some storm damage. This is a couple of pine trees actually that was down in a neighbor's yard that I brought up here. We've got this pretty good sized pile of pine that we're going to do, and then I've also got a bunch of cherry and oak sitting over here. Plus I've got some oak logs that was actually damaged in the ice storm. So I want to go through and get all this stuff split up. But I am going to stack these in kind of some different places. I want to make sure that all my pine stuff, I'm going to set it aside from all the stuff that is the good hardwood stuff. That way I can choose to burn it when I want to burn it instead of it being mixed in with all the other stuff piled in my shed. I needed to get out here and split some firewood and start kind of making a dent in some of the stuff that I've been collecting here in the last little bit. I have been trying to have some log truck loads of wood brought out here. I don't know why it's so hard in this area to get people to do that. When I see it all over YouTube and people all across the country are getting these loads of logs. I see it advertised on Facebook. I've run across a local person or two. The last one, I had messaged them. They said they'd bring me logs and they didn't show up. And that happened 3 times that they said, yeah, I can make it that day, and then they didn't make it. Anyways, that didn't work out. But I have been collecting logs from other places. I've had some ice storm trees and all that kind of stuff that I've been picking up. Some of it, like this stuff that I just split, is all pine. I think I'm just gonna kind of burn that in the warmer weather, like, you know, in the spring and in the fall. And that stuff will burn good as long as it's not really cold. I think I have finally worked into the best firewood setup that I could have. I absolutely love the way this is working right now. We've got our EastonMade 916 going on to our EastonMade STK24, loading our dump trailer. I may only move this dump trailer 20 feet. That pine, I'm gonna stack it right back here, which is 40 feet away. But you won't believe the difference that it makes to be able to put it in that trailer and then move the trailer over there and raise it up and dump it back to the back of the trailer and then just start stacking out of the back of the trailer. I mean, it's like night and day difference between running it off the end of the conveyor onto the ground and then having to load it up into, say, the bucket on the tractor and then have to move it and then stack it to another place, because it really kind of eliminates one of those movements. You know, you're already loading it into your transport vehicle instead of having to do it multiple times. Not to mention the volume that the trailer holds versus, you know, like trying to put it in your front bucket on the tractor and move it somewhere. But it's been working out perfect. If you don't have a conveyor and you question of whether you could use one or not, my question to you is do you do it by yourself or do you already have help? Because if you're doing it by yourself like I do, this is like having your second person out here helping you all the time. It is so handy to have this conveyor loading my trailer while I'm over here splitting wood. So it's like you're having 2 people working constantly. You know, whenever you get finished splitting wood, your trailer's already loaded. That's a step I don't have to do again. And it's a huge amount of time difference that it makes. So anyways, I'll quit rambling. I'm just really excited about this whole situation and having this firewood set up. I couldn't ask for a better way to produce firewood. So if you enjoyed today's video and you'd like to see how much wood this PJ dump trailer actually will hold, make sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and when you do, make sure you hit that little bell icon so that you'll get notifications whenever we upload new videos. And thanks for watching.